This video I want to give some quick feedback and a movie review on X-Men number 3, The Last Stand. I just recently got interested in this X-Men series, and I'm pretty excited about it. I enjoy the movies. I already commented on X-Men number 1 and number 2. Number 3 goes along the same lines, and it still has this high quality director, the same director for 1, 2, and 3, and he did a good job, for all 3 of them that I see. The quality control was done well. I see that X-Men number 1, 2, and 3, all 3 of them were good. It wasn't like anything, that was clearly different as far as the quality of it and the storyline. I think they did a great job. They brought together the same characters, the same cast, and the vision that he had is good. And as far as the storyline is concerned, it just shows the struggles, between like standing up for what you believe is the right thing, and Professor ended up passing away because he stood up for what he thought was the right thing, and Magneto is basically representing like more of a violent reaction to the problems of society, and then Professor's trying to represent like more of a peaceful handling of society. But as you see, his life passed away, and I think it's similar to people like John Lennon, making a song called Give Peace a Chance, and he wanted to better the world in peaceful ways, but then he passed away. They assassinated him. And same thing with Martin Luther King Jr. He wanted to have peaceful protests, but then they assassinated him. But even if you go the violent route, you're still going to get killed off too. Because Malcolm X was more about using violence, about making a change, and then he passed away. And either way you go, it's a difficult struggle. Basically working towards world peace and equal treatment, equality, and non-discrimination. So that movie was a great movie, and it's sad that director just moved on and didn't make any more. Because after him, Wolverine Origins is what came next, and it's a different director. And I believe X-Men number 5 is a different director. Number 6 was a different director. So the first 3 were the main ones, and I see that if you watch those movies over and over again and really pay attention to the meaning, it can symbolize something big. If you're a minority, you could immediately relate to the movie. But even if you aren't a minority, if you're handicapped, if you're in a wheelchair, if you have crutches or any other handicap, you're blind, I believe you can really relate to the movie. If you're Jewish, you can relate to the movie. Going through the Holocaust and all that stuff, you can relate. If you, pretty much if you're gay, you can relate, because that's pretty much, what the struggles that we go through. It's the same struggles, going through discrimination, or people that just basically choose a path that's not according to the society's path and what they promote. That is something you could clearly relate to the movie, and it really could signify something, significant meaning. And it really goes beyond the action. I think the action is just there in a way, to me, just to keep your interest and to just draw your attention. But really there has to be a story behind everything to really signify something bigger. And I think that these 3 movies, X-Men 1, 2, and 3, it does it very well. And it can really help us, possibly realize the discrimination and the stereotypes that we have, and go on about fixing our you know, our way of viewing the world, you know, and how we treat people. So I do recommend number 1, 2, and 3 X-Men for sure. So that's something that is FMK recommended.